Hello, it is fishbulbgeek, and I am back today with Karas, the future Inquisitor. We are about to go and descend into the Temple of Sacred Ashes and deal with everything that happens afterwards. We are going to try our best to close this rift, but let's just see how it goes, shall we?
Breach is a long way up.
You're here. Thank the Maker.
Liliana, have your men take up positions around the temple. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
And yeah, you know what? It's starting to sink in just how big a deal this all is.
I'll try, but I don't know if I can reach that, much less close it.
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
Then let's find a way down. And be careful.
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
I love everything infected with the fade, and lyrium is blue, so it's not lyrium per se, but the green effect. And then we get this delightful stuff.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone help me! That is Divine Justinia's voice.
I do feel bad for Cassandra and Liliana, who loved and were very much devoted to Divine Justinia.
Someone help me!
What's going on here?
That was your voice. Most Holy called out to you, but...
What's going on here?
Run when you can! Hold them!
We have an intruder. Slay the canary.
You were there! Who attacked? And the Divine, is she... Was this vision true? What are we seeing?
I don't remember.
Echoes of what happened here. The Fade bleeds into this place. This rift is not sealed, but it is closed, albeit temporarily. I believe that with the mark, the rift can be opened, and then sealed properly and safely. However, opening the rift will likely attract attention from the other side.
That means demons! Stand ready!
Very brave. There we get that. Yep.
No!
Oh, I can't access the inventory. Ah, I was gonna. Oh well, fair enough. Yeah, I'll go stealth, and then see if I can get away with this.
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down.
Those lash whips.
More coming through the rift.
Yep. Okay, so Cassandra, I need you to just like let's everybody take out these other shades. You, where are you? Oh, there you are. Is there another lesser shade to take care of, or is that the only one on screen at the moment? No, there's two. Where's the other one? Ah. Now, where is it? So if there's that one there, I guess you can come and attack this one. And then, I don't know where you are exactly. Oh, you're right there, right? You just move over here. Right, let's get out of that. Yeah, take a health potion. Take a health potion. Let's work on these shades and then go back to that guy. Right, one's down. Ooh. Right, I'm gonna stealth. Right, come around here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. There you go. Disrupt Rift. Alright, let's wear it down. Let's wear it down. Okay, let's pile onto it while it's stunned. How's everybody doing? Can I disrupt that rift yet? There we go. Right. Well, I'm gonna stealth. You can come over here and save my ass. If you could, that would be great. You attack that one. You move here further out of the way if you could. And let's go back to it. And then, oh, you would have done long shot, haven't you? But right, we'll try and take that out. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? Is everybody still? Ooh. Right, I don't want to die, so let's take a health potion. Varric, you take a health potion. You're fine. You do that. I might stealth. Disrupt, disrupt. Let's help everyone out. Guess what? Down to a third of health. He's almost down. We've got this. It's not so bad, is it? You just got to keep an eye on everyone's position, make sure they don't get overwhelmed. Uh-oh. I mean, like, don't...
Now, seal the rift.
Oh, yeah. We kicked its ass.
Do it.
Well, that fight went pretty alright, I thought. Yeah, as long as I can keep my head straight when it comes to fights, and then just... Yeah, you know, like, work on positioning people. Don't let them get stuck in one area where they're going to get, like, swarmed. And keep an eye on who we're attacking. That, I actually expected that to go harder. I've certainly had that fight go a lot worse.
Oh. I didn't know you were awake. I swear.
Why are you frightened? What happened?
That's wrong, isn't it? I said the wrong thing.
I don't think so.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You're back in Haven, my lord. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So, a trial happens now, I suppose?
I don't know anything about that. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
Okay, let's loot me some of this. Ooh, that was good. And special shipment. So, you know, that's like I think the trial stuff would go. But this is. Do I even have any trials on? I don't think I've actually got any trials on at the moment. Ooh, can I set trials? Yeah. Right. New traits and abilities. You lose all focus if you rest at a camp or travel to a camp. Ooh, no, that's only slightly increases. Rub some dirt on it. All healing potions heal only 1 health. No, thank you. Definitely not. Fairweather friends, no. Ooh, yeah. Okay, bears are terrifying. I think we'll do that, and I think we'll do even ground. Should I do walk softly? New traits and abilities in combat. May have new traits and abilities in combat. I think we'll do even ground and grizzly end. I don't think I'm super interested in anything else. Confirm changes. Increase your challenge, but also earn unique equipment. Bears are really scary right at the start. So this is where our trial rewards. Oh, let's collect that. Yes, it's all worth XP. Do you know what? That's going to be all the DLC stuff. All my rewards from DLC. So I don't think I'm going to bother just yet. I'm quite happy to stay in this armor and not use the other things just yet. Besides, at this point, we're just running through, and it's weird and it's creepy that they're all doing this.
That's the Herald of Andraste. They said when he came out of the Fade, Andraste
Yeah, this is gonna make Karas really grumpy. He is not the Herald of Andraste.
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I heard he was supposed to close it entirely.
Yep, I already don't like you, Miss Grumpy Pants. And because I think it resets as soon as we've had our little cutscene that we're about to have, let's just pick some elf fruit now, because you can never have too much elf fruit, can you? Seeing as it's used as an ingredient in just about everything.
Says that the chantry wants nothing to do with us.
It's because Chancellor Roderick is an ass. Right, here's my nice 3 guaranteed elf fruit. And I'm pretty sure that's going to respawn in a moment, so...
Andraste didn't have Grand Clerics telling her what to do. She managed nonetheless.
Yeah, we'll just pick up the loot before we get in. Might as well. See if we can get some more XP. There's more XP. Oh, wait, am I level 3? When did that happen? Should I level up now? I'm remarkably tempted to. There's the loot. No point going down there just yet. I do think...
immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The Qunari failed, Seeker. The breach is still in the sky. For all you know, he intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the Chantry was founded, Chancellor, as is yours.
There we go. That's enough of their conversation. And... oh yeah, 1 point spent. Right, again, I do want to get this leaping shot, because it's just so good at giving me the space when I need it. My next points I'm going to be putting into stealth, and obviously increasing that. Whether it's going to be evade could be very useful. Knockout powder, if anybody comes and gets me, could also be very useful. So, yeah, cheeky little level up. Let's go and see what Cassandra has to say.
Chain him! I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
So I'm still a suspect, even after what we just did?
You absolutely are.
No, he is not.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
5 minutes ago you wanted me dead, and now I'm your savior?
I was wrong. Perhaps I still am. I will not, however, pretend you were not exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers, And now, no chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The chantry will take time to find a new divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay, but you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
I mean, yeah, Karas isn't an idiot. Of course he wants to help. He just kind of chafes at the whole chantry and I'm a prisoner and you know, everything else.
When I woke up, I certainly didn't picture this outcome.
Neither did we.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
It's better than a trial. I'll take it. It's a really awkward looking walk, man. Always takes me out of the epic moment that is this cutscene. Is that walk is really awkward. Okay, but that bit is cool. I mean, that's amazing. You can't say that's not amazing. Right. Uh, Before we go ahead and do anything else, there's lots to see and do in Haven now. Am I right? Did it? Oh, I didn't reset. It must reset after you leave the area. Well, that's frustrating. So we're going to ignore that and let's go ahead and introduce ourselves to everybody and chat with... Actually, no. if I really do want to chat with everybody, there's only some people available right at this second. No, you know what? Wait a second, what am I wearing?
Too many wounded.
What am I wearing? That's different from what I was wearing a moment ago. Didn't even know I had that. Oh, I've got some... Picked up some new stuff from somewhere. Exacting longbow. Well, what level is that? Level 4. I'm not far away from level 4, and then I'm going to have that. So right now I've obviously got that. What armor am I wearing? I mean, I'm obviously wearing that. Ooh, scout coat. Well, I mean, it looks... I think that looks better, but obviously that's better armor. Yeah, it looks subtly weird and wrong, and I'm not sure why, because I normally like it. I think it looks better on female character models. I'm not convinced it looks good on him. But it's obviously better than that, so we'll take it. I could go and get some other stuff, but I'm not going to. Right, okay, you know what? I was going to run around and explore Haven, but let's go and do this bit first instead. And then I think it releases everybody so we can go and talk to them. And that's really what the introduction is going to be. Get to know everybody a little bit better. Because we're certainly not going to leave Haven anytime soon.
Does it trouble you?
I'll be stoic.
Not really.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
You're even taller than I'd heard.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Cassandra tells me you have a plan.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Kunari, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
I like Josephine. She's great. She's pragmatic, and I'm not sure funny as such. But she's definitely pragmatic and straight to the point, and she doesn't suffer fools gladly. That's for sure.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
They're wrong, and it's kind of insulting to everybody who's not Andrastian.
I'm no herald of anything, particularly not Andraste.
I'm sure the Chantry would agree.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat?
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
Yeah, Mother Giselle. I'm not actually a fan of the Mother Giselle character.
She's asking
Very
for me.
condescending.
You don't think that could be an ambush?
I doubt it. From what I know of her, she's a kind soul and not the sort to involve herself in violence. You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Yeah, there we go, the war table. I think the only choice we've actually got, yeah, is to unlock that.
Chancellor Roderick came to...
I love all the little scenes you get when you unlock new areas. She's a badass. Accept report, yep. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we'd feared. The apostates are mad, attacking anything that moves, and it appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That will be hard to do without troops to push the apostates and the Templars out of the area. Commander Cullens asked me to make inquiries of Master Dennett, a retired horsemaster of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been unable to get through the fighting. Lead Scout Harding. No, we're not going there now. We want to level up a little bit first. And right, I think, is that all we can do? Gather coin? Oh, Turn of High Ever, addressing all wounds concerns. Black Emporium. 3. Gosh, and this is where I've got to try and remember. I've got to try and remember which one I should do with what person. So, the Turn of High Ever, to whom it concerns. The Ternier of High Ever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Divine Justinia V. The Most Holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we had high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will hold a vigil in High Ever in remembrance of Justinia and cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Sincerely, Terran Fergus Cousland. Diplomatic attache, some of the Templars, number of fallen officers. We could send honor guard to High Ever. Oh, yeah, I like that. The honor guard. Right, let's go with the honor guard.
All right.
Address an open wounds concern. Okay, I like this one. Herald, your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos, reason in darkness. If you stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them. Filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies. My own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Praise the light, Lord Kildarn of Ferelden. Okay, so I could send a polite refusal and nothing more. Oh, I kind of want to do that. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna save it because that's funnier. And I don't want to send a polite refusal and nothing more. Uh, that's, I mean, that's dark. I'd rather not upset. I mean, we don't need Lord Kildarn's favor, so right, we're not gonna do anything with that just yet. Um. Ooh, hang on a second. Harden Hightown 3, Varric's Revenge. Ruffles, I need a favor. Actually, let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Harden Hightown 3, The Repuncheoning, appeared in print from an uneven printer a couple of weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I have my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Pyrel Balenforth is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with the Antivan print houses. Maybe you could find out more than the guild. Varric. Okay, so I could ask a friend in Antiva City to look into this matter, I suppose. No, Leliana, I like that. If this author invaded the Merchants Guild, the Crows might be a better choice for investigating him. And you just straight up don't participate. So, yes, Leliana, send your little crows to do that. And that's just the Black Emporium. I'll unlock that at some point. That is straight up gather coins, so let's just go ahead and do that.
Let us begin.
Holy crap, that takes you an hour. It's fine. That's fine. Right. Yeah, so that's the war table. That's going to be fun. And as soon as we've unlocked other stuff, we'll do just fine. So, thank you, game, for telling me that. Let's go and introduce ourselves, shall we?
The Inquisition cannot remain impassive if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Adar, this is the Marquis Durelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House Durelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Ooh, let's try and be diplomatic.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Penticus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
I've not seen that one
We face a
before.
dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Do the Durelians actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Yeah, let's get to
May I
know.
ask what brought you to work
Let's get
for the
to know her better.
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
Yeah, you know what? We can be polite. I mean, as a mercenary who's probably been involved in politics, you're from the rather pointier end.
If every noble wandering by is as stubborn as the Marquis, what good is it talking to them?
Every kingdom is subject to its lords. The Inquisition will require their goodwill to survive. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
I probably could have flattered her more. Right, so I don't think we're going to do too much introducing ourselves too much to me. I've already turned it in.
Please tell me if you find
Oh, this is Maeve. This is who we're going to be working. So let's just
You're
say
the
hi.
Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Oh no, wait.
Please
No,
tell me if you find some... You've brought back some fascinating things. We're putting them to good use.
Yeah, let's just say
You
hi
said
to her a
you were
little
a
bit
mage.
more.
No, just an apprentice. I was never very good at magic. I've got just enough talent to be a danger to other people. But when the mages rebelled, people like me had nowhere to go. The Templars would have killed us. Luckily, Seeker Pentagast took me in, along with the Tranquil I was protecting.
You said Cassandra has you researching creatures.
Yes. If you find anything interesting in your travels, I'd appreciate you bringing it to me. I may be able to find some weakness our soldiers can exploit when fighting various creatures. At the least, some materials are useful for making potions or gear for the Inquisition.
Yeah, let's learn more about
I'm
her story.
surprised that even an apprentice mage wouldn't join the rebellion.
I don't like using magic to fight. I'm not good at it either. I like studying. I like performing rituals that helped us unlock the secrets of the Veil. I liked having the Templars around to keep us safe.
Oh, I do trust mages. You can't tell me that every mercenary group doesn't have at least one or two apostates working for them. Or, yeah, I imagine mercenary groups had apostates working for them, and that most of them probably are pragmatic enough to trust mages because they've seen them up close.
Most Circle mages I've met have a different opinion of the Templars.
They have not lived my life. I was born into a Dalish clan. I lived there until my magic manifested. The Dalish cannot risk having too many mages in one clan. And I was one more than they could bear. They gave me a pack and sent me into the woods to find my own life. I was 7 years old.
pretty darn harsh.
No wonder you'd rather stay in the circle. You had more than enough life outdoors.
I stumbled into a village, starving and cold a few weeks later. I started using magic to scare predators away. The villagers saw me make fire in my fist. They were terrified and wanted to kill me. Templars saved me from them. They gave me food and clothes and took me to the circle. I've seen what life is like without the Templars, and I want no part of it. I just want to study.
I mean, you were what, 7? An elf child as well, so you must have been particularly small. Why would they be terrified of that? That's the church's fault. That's the
You said that you were
chantry's
keeping
fault.
some of the tranquils safe?
For terrifying
Yes.
people.
The mages took some of them when my circle rebelled. The rest were forgotten. Most circle mages look down on the tranquil, or try to pretend they don't exist. They don't have any emotions. They can barely take care of themselves, can't defend themselves at all. It's a shame. I like them better than most people.
Why would you want to spend time with the tranquil?
They're polite. They don't bother you if they don't need something. When they study, they have a focus no normal person could ever match. But the Templars, even some of the mages, mistreated them just because they could. The Tranquil never fought back. If not for that, I don't know. Doesn't really matter now.
Why did you decide to research dangerous creatures?
I like the outdoors. The idea of the outdoors, anyway. When some monster is coming at you, glowing eyes and burning claws, it's terrifying. But once you know how it works, you can deal with it. It's just another part of the world. So much of this world is only frightening because we don't understand it.
I'll speak with you later.
Thank you again for what you've brought back.
I think what you meant there was I'll speak to you never again because we've learned everything we can about you. Oh, hey, hello. Right. Okay, so, yeah, that's us introduced ourselves to Josephine and Minave, and this nasty piece of work is going to tell us about requisitions, so let's suffer through the conversation with
I didn't
Brennan.
realize any of Leliana's Oxmen mercenaries were still here. Well, if you want new gear, you pay for it. Oh, you're him. Thren, Inquisition Quartermaster. I'm doing what I can to supply this mess. If you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions, I'd appreciate you bringing it in.
What did you mean when you mentioned requisitions?
I'm making this Inquisition run with what we have, but we're not a real army. We're stretched thin on materials, so I've put up a requisition list for anything that could help our people. Here, take a look. You find some
There we
iron
go.
and a good logging
Requisitions.
site. Maybe Harriet can get our troops better weapons.
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will take the materials or jot down what you found.
Farewell.
Make her go with you.
I will be honest, I don't like threatening, so we're not actually going to bother having any time with her. What else do we have to do? Speak with the smith and speak with the apothecary. Ooh. Hang on. Oh, there's Liliana. Well, I was going to spread it out a bit, but she's right here.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, the champions of the just. Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood, the Maker's will is written. Is that what you want from us? Blood. To die so that your will is done? Is death your only blessing? You speak for Andraste, no? What does the Maker's prophet have to say about all of this? What's his game?
I definitely don't speak for Andraste. That's just
How is
crap
this
that
a
everyone
game?
else is piling
Do
on.
you see the sky? What about the temple ruins? The bones lying in the dust? Even if you didn't support the Divine's peace, you wouldn't call this right. Who could? So many innocent lives. The faithful murdered where the holiest of holies once stood. If the Maker willed this, what is it if not a game or a cruel joke?
I speak for no one but myself, and I have no answers for you.
You probably don't even worship the Maker. Lucky. He asks a lot. The chantry teaches that the Maker abandoned us. He demands repentance for our sins. He demands it all. Our lives, our deaths. Justinia gave him everything she had, and he let her die.
Maybe you should be angry at the people who murdered her?
If the Maker doesn't intervene to save the best of his servants, what good is he? I used to believe I was chosen, just as some say you are. I thought I was fulfilling his purpose for me, working with the divine, helping people. But now she's dead. It was all for nothing. Serving the Maker meant nothing.
I'm not really the best person to talk to. Doesn't the Chantry have people for this?
So I should let a priest comfort me? No, this is my burden. I regret that I even let you see me like this. It was a moment of weakness. It won't happen again. Come, to work then. We will speak later.
Yeah, we sure will, but honestly, try not to be... again, they're all grieving. Where is... Oh, there's the chest. Ooh, Elven Cowl. Yet another thing I can't equip. Shall we go and say hi to Adan and Solus? It's all a little... The start of the game is very slow. Very slow. While we do this. Once... Yeah. Because obviously it's not very long. It doesn't take us very long to get through the tutorial fight and learn about rifts, and then we've got this very slow introduction to everybody at Haven, assuming you, of course, don't jump right in. And
They're fine. Nobody will take sick as long as she boils them right. Smart woman for asking, though.
and that is my favorite picture in the game. That is always, always and forever going to remind me of Richard O'Brien. And I always picture him, because I knew him first, when he was the host for the Crystal Maze. I loved that show as a kid. It was great. But yeah, that picture that's Richard O'Brien, Crystal Maze era, classic, and a little bit mad. And you see it everywhere. It's actually kind of funny how often you see it. You, out of the way, be shuffled. I'm gonna speak to Adan, the grumpy old apothecary.
Look who's back from the dead. Again. I shouldn't be surprised. You Oxmen are tough as old leather.
I don't recall meeting you before.
I'd be surprised if you did. You weren't particularly coherent. Someone had to patch you up after you staggered out of making those wear, though. So, you're welcome.
I didn't realize. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the wood. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs. Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist who's forced to play Mother Hen. You want something to burst into flame on contact with the air? Done. Gladly. Patching up wounded soldiers.
Yes, actually, give me that. I don't want healing potions. I want things to burst into flame on contact with the air. Honestly, you can't just tease us like that.
How are your people holding up?
There's no shortage of work. That's for damn sure.
Farewell.
Okay. There we go. We've got regeneration. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and press A to confirm. Yeah. Can I replenish all? There we go. And then soon we'll get that done as well. So that's us equipped. And this is where we upgrade our potions. We're not going to do any of that because we don't have any of the ingredients for that. we've got quite a lot more conversations to have. We've now got to talk to. Done that little cutscene earlier where we unlocked the world map and stuff. We've also ensured that Cullen will be available for conversation and Cassandra. So next time we are going to talk to Solus, have a wee chat. We're going to look around the wee inn because I want to make sure I get all the music for the game. I can't remember how many songs there are to collect. We will also Solus, Varric. Varric's a very funny conversation. Cassandra, Cullen. We're also going to have a quick look at smithing. We're going to find, depending on how long the conversations take, I'll probably break it up with a bit of Master Titan's notes, finding the logging site. What I'd like to, we're going to have a look at upgrading Varric's gear because you can get upgrades for his gear in this game as well here. So we're going to do that, and we're going to try to hit, I think, at least... I think I'd like to hit at least level 5 before I go out into the hinterlands. What am I now? Level 3. Yeah, I'd like to get up to at least level 5 before I go out there, just to be... Just to give myself that little edge. So, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed playing, as ever. This is a fun game. Once we get to the hinterlands, things are going to start picking up. But I mean, with any game, a game like this, the characters really make the story. So we're gonna take our time and get used to everybody who's going to be in our party, whether they're with us permanently or not. They're all every little bit just is necessary to how good this game is. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more adventures with Garrus, our soon-to-be Inquisitor. Ta-ta for now.